Hey folks, Matt Rabbit here, back in ARK Survival Evolved. Okay, if you remember in our previous episode, I guess I was kind of calling that the end of Series 1, and this is sort of the beginning of a Series 2, but I don't know. It's the same world, so I guess technically it's all one world, doesn't matter anyway. But what I wanted to show you is my new location. Sadly, it's the middle of the freaking night here, and I was going to show you my base. I had to actually ask an opinion about how to approach certain something with how to build a base. Thinking of, dang Burnett, why you guys always have to attack me at the worst possible time? Thank you. Is that all of you? All right. I have like a see a cat down here that I'm gonna later tame. That's like my taming box or whatever you kind of call it. I don't know what you want to call it. I just want to make sure this Carnotaurus here doesn't go over there and mess with him. Let's get rid of you. Thank you. That's the ones you mess with him. I don't think they would attack, because I know carnivores really don't attack each other, but see, the concept of this is, like, if you're being chased by something, you just run up here, go, oh, jump in, and then you kind of, like, go in there. And then you just take that, either the side door or the big door out. Probably the side door. Now, for things that the Argentavis can just drop in, like that guy, now that's wonderful. Now we can actually pick up the saber cats. Is that you just drop them in. And that's what I've been doing with some things. I've gotten some scorpions that way. I just find it way easier. And since, like, I think the only alphas can damage stone walls, right? So, it actually, you're a little bit protected. I see a scorpion back there. Should I go back? I don't know. Did they attack the saber cats? Dang, burn it. I'm trying to do a video here. Thank you. Don't mess with my saber cat. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, you might mess with my saber cat or my future saber cat. Alright, let's just go. I want to just do a short video touring what I've built so far, and like tell you what my grand idea is and all that stuff, so they can like give me a little bit of advice on something I want to know about. I'm going to build a bridge here at some point, as you can see, and let's just show you the tour of this place. Initially, when I first came here, this big building in the middle, which I'll show you in a moment, wasn't here. I basically just constructed like a makeshift stone wall around a fairly large perimeter, and I had built a stone building right here on top of this little hill, and I eventually just tore the whole thing down and constructed a tower in its place. That's kind of new, but yeah. So basically, it was just this one big kind of just pen with a small building there, and I thought about it. You know what? Long term, what do I really want to do with this game? I mean, I'm playing single player, in case you didn't know, and I really just want to build like some neat, huge, awesome, cool base. So that's sort of what I was going for here, and it's not done, obviously. It's only really just begun, but there's a heck of a lot of metal involved in this. So I want to show you the thing from the outside and kind of give you a heads up here on what I'm doing. I wanted to be able to, as you see here, you actually got like one of the big metal behemoth gates in, is to be able to unload anything right in this little area here. Actually, this mount, even a brontosaurus. So that's high enough for a brontosaurus to go in without clipping. I mean, I know you can kind of fudge it with a shorter roof, but I didn't really care about that. What I really want to eventually do is to store all my dinosaurs inside, except for maybe some of them that are just gratuitously too large to be fit in here. That's why you see this right here, that little overhang. That's just enough for the mammoth. I haven't tried the Paraceratherium thing, but yeah, see that's perfect for the mammoth, and that was really the only ones I was worried about anyway. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to probably build maybe outwards another 1 or 2 floors, and then just start building walls up. Now, I spent a lot of metal and a lot of time smelting metal and a lot of stuff. I did summon stone, as you can see, but my question to you is, I mean, I don't think realistically it's in danger of being attacked or destroyed by an alpha of any sort, but they'll most likely attack the stuff below. But do you think, should I do the walls of this big, huge dino pen area that I'm going to be doing here in the future? Should it be done in stone for the walls and the ceiling, or the roof, I should say, or metal? I mean, I know I've gone this far. I'm going to continue with metal for the base stuff, just to so it's better protected, so it doesn't break apart. But in case an alpha or some sort spawns right in here, which hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna, it's gonna happen sooner or later. So, I mean, I'm usually online. I'm usually here, just doing the work here. That's when you're single player and you're not on a server that's persistent, you don't have to worry about some things spawning in when you're offline. So let me just give you a quick tour of everything here. Yeah, you come in, you have little side passages on both sides. I'll probably go up with the metal up to the roof there. And on this, actually the gamma is a little bit too much. I have my water tap up here. This is the only surviving Dymo that I have from that pack I had. I don't know, did I actually show you guys that? I don't remember in the previous episodes, but at any rate, yeah, I got my mortar and pestle for my chitin and all that, and all your little crafting stations here. All your bookshelves for all your little things. Let's see here. Structures, other building blueprints, weapons, armor, all that. Tons of smelters. Although I do know I did see some of the pictures coming out of the new industrial-sized smelter that's coming out. I don't know what's going to be run on. I'm assuming it's going to be run on probably gasoline instead, but could be wrong. And it's going to probably be equivalent to a whole bunch of these. So maybe I'll get rid of these if it fits in this room. But I don't know yet. We'll have to see actually how big that structure is. I assume once I actually get this structure built, whether I go with metal or not, I'm not gonna have probably not gonna be doing a whole heck of a lot of other metal work on a mass scale like this ever again, ever. But it's just way too much time. And on either side, it's basically the same. So. Those, in case you're wondering, those are not ramps. Those are the slanted roof engram, which sadly there's like prerequisites where you have to get the sloped thatch walls and a sloped thatch roof, and then you got to go wood, etc., etc. So yeah, unfortunately they don't. I'm not seeing them drop yet, at least in any of these drops. They have not updated those drops, the supply drops, to include any of the new stuff. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of new dinos here too. Like this guy here. I know I have had bad luck with pterodons, from the earlier series, but this guy was extremely high level, and I had to do it. He was a 120. I don't remember. I think it might have been a kibble tame. I don't remember or recall back now what it was, but he is extremely fast. I don't know what I got here. 150 movement speed. I know there's other ones out there that are faster and all that, but I haven't been pumping movement too much. But I mean, he's just great for transportation to go and pick up stuff from these different supply drops, which I've gotten a lot of stuff. So I was farming those for a while in the hopes of getting some of the new engrams, and then I respec myself with that new formula where you can kind of get a refund on all of your points spent on health, stamina, and all that. And I decided to take it all out of oxygen because when we got scuba gear now, I don't really need it in oxygen, And here's my Quetzal. Here's my high-level Quetzal. I just call him Stealth Bomber. I used console commands just to make him pitch black, which is pretty cool. Painting him black didn't look so good, so yeah, he's a Stealth Bomber. And I actually have another one up here, which this guy might not even let me go. No, I didn't think so. You're not going to let me up there? Fine. I'm just going to run up there. The other one's extremely low-level Quetzal, a female. I just really wanted it in case I ever wanted to breed them, but I don't think I'm going to. I haven't touched breeding yet. I know it's been out for a few weeks now, but it's completely imbalanced. It needs a lot of work. It's too time-consuming. And I don't really need super, mega, ultra powerful stuff anyway, I might do it for fun at some point, but I haven't reached that point yet, I guess. So, oh yeah, a lot of new high-level dinos I tamed. I killed off some of my low-level ones just because they really were. I mean, I had two other Ankylosauruses, if you remember, but they were very low level, so I just went and sent them off against an alpha T-Rex. and they died. So I got two of them, and those are like, one of them's a perfect kibble tame, and the other one was like not perfect, but it was close. So Sheldon and Shelly, so they're pretty cool. They're pretty high level. They're gonna end up being pretty high level inevitably. That's the same Duodicarus I've had all along. You know, I've been going around trying to kill the Duodicaruses I see because they're hard to kill. First off, and when they respawn in, I have not been able to find a Duodicarus of high level, and I love those dudes. I mean, I really want, if I was to breed any of them, I'd want a 120, a pair of 120 of those, and maybe breed better ones, you know what I'm saying? So, the only problem with this base here, to have a little walkway around the front, because I was going to have, like, put some of those chairs in the railings, is, like, for some reason on the front part, I can't get in. I actually have to crouch to get in on this door, and on the door on the opposite side. Because of the way these things place, it's kind of odd. I don't know, it's like there's multiple snap points on the floor, so I remember hearing something about that. And this one, these on this side are okay. So yeah, it's all the same. Oh, another one. This guy was perfect too, 120. And I've got him up pretty high because I use him a lot for getting cementing paste. These guys are incredible. You just go in on a pack full of those, like those dragonfly dudes. I forgot the names, but yeah, and you can get a crap load of them. I mean, like tons of it. And that's how I got through this. You take out my toad guy. Yeah, look at it all in here. And this is just from a run I did a couple days ago. Yeah. So all basically what I've been doing is just building this. I haven't been doing nothing. That's, you know, I was thinking, am I gonna have a let's play of this again or what? I mean, it's hard, it's time consuming, and I've mentioned before on my channel, and I don't know if people have watched this show know it, but my living situation is a little different now since last year, about this time. And, oop, come on, don't freeze up on me here. Alright, thank you. I really can only record 1 day a week now, and so for a game like this that requires a lot of time for, like, resource gathering and stuff, it's very difficult to do a let's play of this when you got to gather like tons of material for building things. 68, not bad. I don't know, I'm looking for a high level stupid monkey, but I haven't bothered to try and get one yet because they're a pain in the butt too. I'm not a big fan of that passive taming. I mean, I got it done okay with that Gigantopithecus dude there, but those little monkeys I tried, no, I haven't had much success there. So, yeah, this is all I wanted to know. I just wanted to show you what I'm building, and show you it's extremely resource intensive. As you see here in the back, the hill is kind of going up. So what I'm going to do at some point here is I'm going to kind of do what I was doing here with the ramps. Not really ramps, but those sloped roofs. And build probably one up on a ramp. Maybe around this area here. And just keep going back as far as I can. And what there'll be is there's going to be a ramp going into this facility from behind. But there'll be a ramp that leads up to the roof for these guys that are probably just too tall to get in there. So these guys are going to be stored on my roof. Yeah, the Brontosaurus and that other one, the Paros, whatever. And probably all my flyers too will have little spots on the top here, as well as these Quetzals, which are a little too big. I'll probably never use this one. He's so freaking pathetically low leveled, but yeah. Yeah, I use console commands for the tame those. The Quetzals, because on single player, or even just trying it solo, probably on a server, is a big pain in the butt if you haven't tried it. I killed multiple ones because there was one method you can use where you use one of the Pulma Scorpion thingies on attack, or on aggressive, or however you call it, and then you just like kind of fly into its head or something. I don't really care about the turtle eggs. I guess I'll pick them up. I'm really only... Oh yeah, I picked up 4 stegos, and really the only reason I picked them up is because of the eggs for the Argentavis. That's really the only thing. I'm not a big fan of the kibble system, to be honest with you. I mean, it's nice that you can get higher level dinos and stuff, but some of these guys I'm only keeping around for their egg producing ability. And I really don't like the dinosaurs. I get this huge lag spike when I come into this area when flying in from elsewhere, and you know, it's like, come on, man. I sort of have the Pokemon mentality too. Like, I'd like to catch them all, but you really only need like the ones that are practical or whatever. So here's my little farming area. I have my what do you call it here? Compost kind of compost farm and my poop machine here. Which, you know, a lot of stim berries, so I can't do a pooping marathon right now. These things are finally starting to grow. Getting a few things. I really only just started this. So yeah, I mean, moving all the dudes over here from our old base area, I completely deconstructed the old base, every solitary bit of it, except for I didn't actually show you some parts, but I had some other areas out in that that lagoon area, that lake where it was. I had like I had walled it off so that my megalodons could be in there. But guess what happened when that whole thing changed with the biomes a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, they're all like stuck in the ground now. I had a plesiosaur, I had 2 megalodons, I had those ichthyosaurs, and they're all stuck there now. So yeah, it's sad, but they were low level anyway. But the plesiosaur kind of wanted, because you know that was a bit of a pain to get. I kind of wish. What I'm going to do now, also after, I might do. I don't know if I'll do it at the same time, but at some point I'm going to build a sea base, and I have an area picked out far to the south. Oh, I should show you where I am on the map. Yeah, so kind of along this same latitude, up to over to the east. That's where I was in that little inlet, the lake thing there. So almost, well, it's south, but a little bit more. Well, I can't really describe it. Let's see. Let's see here. Latitude would be about 77, and longitude would be about 38. Kind of like that little peninsula sticking off that small island with a lake in it, or at least it looks like a lake. That's where my water base is going to be, and eventually. So I'm going to try and recreate what I was trying to accomplish over there. Anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. I don't really know. I guess it's just showing off the base, asking your opinion on should it be stone or should it be metal. The walls and the ceiling, or the roof, I should say. Because this bottom part, I'm gonna keep going with metal, and then I'm gonna go up a little bit, and then keep extending it up that hill as far back as I can possibly go. Because I know they're gonna be adding more dinos, and I don't know. So we're gonna need room for more dudes. I'm gonna like make individual stalls for everyone. And yeah, so I have all my egg storage over here and all this. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool, guys. Yeah, I'm going to probably, I don't know, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a let's play. I think it's just be like, I'll occasionally pop in and give you guys an update on just showing you my base. That's all I really am doing. Just showing my base off. And I'll show the sea base when that's done, too. And I'll come back in here when I'm closer to done with this, or if you just want some advice on base building ideas or whatnot. So, yeah. I will see you guys soon, and it's Matt Rabbit, signing off. Adios.